Hi, thank you for your question. I do not take offense to this at all. I'm a trans man, which means I was born a girl and I transitioned to male. But I get this a lot because I'm very androgynous looking, which for a long time I really struggled with. I was so pissed off that like T didn't give me a beard. It didn't like give me a lot of the changes that a lot of other trans men have. But I've just kind of accepted that I look hotter this way. No, seriously, I'll show you. I cannot find the one I wanted, but still, oh. Thank God for them double X chromosomes, you know what I mean? But anyways, this actually happens to me a lot in person as well. And it's not just because I'm androgynous looking, it's also because of how, like, minimally, trans men in general are represented. Like, I actually have a medical document still that I saved because one time I went to the ER and I was transparent with them. I always, like, am honest about being, like, biologically female. I think that's important for me to say because in certain situations it does matter. So I let them know I'm a trans man, I'm on hormones, and then I got my discharge paperwork and they said that I was a trans woman on, like, progesterone or something. Or maybe it was just estrogen. Hold on. See right there, it says exogenous estrogen use. Even if a trans man has like a full beard and they're like super passing as like a cis man, and for anyone who doesn't know what that means, that basically just means not trans. If they tell certain people I'm transgender, they're automatically going to think that they are a trans woman. They probably just think they're at the beginning of their journey, in the middle, whatever. And that's simply because we really don't have a lot of representation. Online, if you seek it out, it might seem that way, but in the real world, that's just not how it is. I understand that when it comes to trans women, there are issues that they deal with that trans men like me will never have to deal with. There are some areas that make it a lot harder. But I do believe, because it's true, when it comes to trans voices in general, historically speaking, trans women are much more prominent in speaking out, for the community. So when people are met with a term like transgender, they're going to associate that term with, like who they have been exposed to. And typically speaking, it was probably trans women. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I am saying that when it comes to trans men, it is a very common problem that we are overshadowed and our stories aren't told as much. So I do not take offense to this question, and if you're a trans male and you're asked this question, do not think you're alone. This issue in particular, I've never once addressed it with another trans man and had them say, it's never happened to me before. So I'm gonna just say it's a pretty common thing.